I have my cup of tea. I just love cup of tea. I have to have a cup of tea. And today I'm going to be filming a first impressions slash sort of like my everyday makeup routine if I'm not going to work and I have a little bit more time to spend on my makeup. I'm bringing this to you today mainly to look at the products that I brought in the last haul, the Superdrug haul. If you haven't seen it already, I will link it below. So the reason you are zoomed straight into my fresh face, apart from this little guy who's decided to join us, welcome to my channel. Any products that I haven't brought that are new, I've kind of just used my everyday, what I use on a daily basis, just to show you guys there's some amazing products here. So the first thing I'm going to do is prep my face. So I'm using my Naturally Radiant Daily Cleansing Pads. Now, I love these. I think they're amazing just to use every day, and they just sort of clean your face, get any muck off maybe that you've had from the night before. So I just use these. Are you ready to see like the 1,000 silly faces that I pull when I do my makeup? Are you guys ready? Okay, so the first product that I'm going to use is my 24-hour Superstay foundation. And to apply this, I'm going to take my Real Techniques BO3 brush. Absolutely love this brush. It's really dense. It does eat a lot of the product, which is the only downside, but I just love the way it smooths into the face. And one thing I will say that a lot of people forget, get your neck area, like get in there, get that chin, or chins if you're a bit like me. Okay, we're all friends here. And then, like I say, I just like to go over with the beauty blender just to pat that all in. So I'm just taking my Revolution pencil. I spoke about this in my last video, my Superdrug haul. I absolutely love this pencil. Brow. This is the mischievous brow. This is the one that I always have problems with. Sorry guys, I had to go quiet then. Concentration is key. So then I'm going to be trying the brow gel today. Now, oh boy, out. It's good. It's not really sticky, but you can see like it's holding the brows, which is obviously what we want. I've just thrown it everywhere. Next is for concealers. Now I have two concealers that I'm going to try today. I'm going to try one under each eye. So the first eye is the Superstay Coverage, and this was, like I say, I think this was a new one. So I'm going to try this under here today. And I like to just bring it down a little bit. So I have two blemishes, so I'm going to use this one on this blemish up here. And then we're taking the Revolution concealer as well, which again was in my last video. The colours are very similar. This one's a lot more pigmented. Can you see how much more pigment has come out on that one? So I like to leave this on while I do any eyeshadow that I'm going to do, but I am just going to blend these in. So that Revolution one has just blended straight in. So that is that blemish. I can still see it. Part of me really wants to pick up the Revolution one again and just go over that again. Let's just see if the Revolution one can handle the task. I think the problem is the Superstay one is a little bit lighter, whereas I would say the Revolution one is more of a full coverage. Yeah, like that's not even. So for me, I mean, I haven't done it under the eyes yet. I'm gonna do that in a second, but I would say my favorite is probably the Revolution one. So I don't have to do lashes because I get Russians. They need doing because they've been on for 2 weeks now, but I am gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm gonna be taking the Revolution Ultra Eyeshadows Flawless Free palette, which looks a little bit like this. I love this palette because it's just completely neutral. Like, there's so many neutral colors. I am a neutral person. I love my browns, so I'm gonna take this color here, and I'm taking my brush from Crown Brushes. It doesn't have a name, but I will list it below. I will find it. I ordered these a really long time ago, actually. I've had these brushes for years, and they're just amazing. I love them. So I just like to take a brown and put it in the crease. So then for my lid, again, another favorite from Crown, and I'm just going to take this color here. It looks pretty. Let's try that just on the lid, just to give us a little glow this morning. And then I'm just going to take a final colour, again with my smaller brush, whatever you call it, and I'm just going to go in with this final colour here, which is just the darkest brown in the palette, and I'm just going to literally ink it around the edge and blend it up a little bit. And then I'll just go back in with the big fluffy brush that I have and just blend that a little bit more out. And then the final part of my lids, I'm gonna again take that colour that I took a second ago, so this one here, and I'm gonna put it just under the brow bone, just to give that little highlight there. We're gonna come back to that in a second. I'm gonna start off by taking my beauty blender though and just blending this in. So again, this side is the Superstay side. Like, it's done a good job. It's definitely brightened, and it's definitely held up. I just think that this Revolution one is a little bit more full coverage. So it really just depends what you're looking for. I know everyone's different. I am all down for full coverage, the maximum. Try not to put the beauty blender in the eye because that won't achieve anything. Okay, so I do my makeup in a bit of a weird order, then I like to finish my face. So I'm going to be taking the matte based Revolution concealer, and I like to use this just as a final go over. Yeah, although this is a concealer, if you guys are looking for like a foundation stick, this is incredible. I think it's like £3 as well, and it is like the best foundation stick I've ever tried in my life. I've tried a few. So then to set, I'm going to do a little bit of an under eye bake. So I'm taking the Laura Mercier powder. Obviously wouldn't use anything else. This is just insane, guys, this powder. I'm taking my mini beauty blender. I'm just going to drop the powder on the floor. I'm just going to bake under the eye. So while we're baking, I'm just going to take another sip of tea. Taking my powder brush, again, this is from the Real Techniques line. I love these brushes, and just a little tip for you guys as well. These were in Boots, I think, probably about a year ago. They were around last Christmas. But I think these were like £25 each. And I found these in this one and my foundation brush I found in TK Maxx a few weeks ago for like $4.99. So just have a look at your local TK Maxx because they always stock a lot of Real Techniques brushes. So I'm just gonna take my Real Techniques and just blend out that under eye. And then my absolute favorite powder is the Kat Von D powder. If you guys haven't tried this, you need to. It's a really nice full coverage powder. It locks the foundation in, but it also gives you a little bit of a smoother face as well, so it adds a little bit of coverage. You can use it two ways, so like you can brush it on like this, or you can pat, and it gives you like a real full cover. So depending on what you're doing. Mine is a little bit darker as well, so I've got this in the shade Tan. Just taking a eyeliner pencil from Collection, I forgot what it was called then, and I like to just draw this in the waterline. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back into my Revolution palette, And I'm going to be taking this little tiny brush here, which is absolutely amazing for doing anything under the eyes. And I'm going to go back in with that dark brown, and I love to smudge under the eye. I just love the look of it. It like darkens your eye without like doing it too much. So again, I don't have to do my lashes. I'm just going to give them a little brush through. So I'm going to take the Miss Baby Doll Mega Volume mascara. I spoke about this in my last video, so let's see. So I'm going to show you now what my mascara is that I absolutely love and I use every day. This is the Autograph mascara. This is actually from M&S. And it just has the best little tiny brush, so you can really get into those lower lashes. So I'm now gonna go in and finish the rest of my face. So the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is my favorite, which is contour. So I love to use contour that's really quite like a neutral color, like more of a cool. I like to use cool. So these two colors here are my favorites. And to do my contour, again, it is another Real Techniques brush. This is just their contour brush. You can get this all year round. The first thing I do is my jawline, because I do have a little bit of a chin. I need to go on a little diet, I think. So I'm just gonna do, and it's important to go right back here. Yeah, I definitely need to go on a diet. It's hard. I just sit at home and eat, especially in the winter. Also, a little tip as well, if you contour this bit of your neck, we're gonna blend it, so don't worry, like either side, it helps. So I'm taking my powder brush and I'm just gonna go in and blend that in a little bit so that it's not so prominent. Coming out with some really fancy words recently and I don't know why. I have no idea why. So you can see there, that's just made me look a little bit more. Now my face to contour is a little bit of a pain in the ass because I seem to have these like cheeks. I have a heart-shaped face, so you can see if I smile, my cheeks come out and then my chin comes in. It's like a heart. Don't know the philosophy again behind it, but yeah, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So I don't need to contour any of this because my head is already like, but I do like to contour my cheeks. And again, you'll want to contour from this point and bring it in. I still do those fish cheeks. Like, it doesn't matter how old I get, the fish cheeks are always going to be a thing. So then I'm just going to go back in and just blend this up. So I'm going to try 2 highlights today. So the first one I'm going to try is the Moonlight one from e.l.f., which I said in my last video I wasn't that impressed by the swatch, but let's give it a go. It's okay. If you like a subtle highlight, or more of a natural, or perhaps you don't want to wear makeup and you just want to put on a bit of highlight, this would be amazing. Clearly gonna go into this colour here. Let's do this. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Oh, you just never let me down. Look at that. Oh, a little bit on the nose. I do a little bit on my Cupid's bow as well, just this little bit here. And then Revolution, just hitting it out of the bag once again. So I love this. This is the Anew lip balm from Avon. It's got like a colour in, so it's like a little bit of a light pink. So what I like to do, because it's really moisturising, is I like to put that on first. As you can see, it totally washes out my lips. And then I'm taking the Revolution, this is the Pro Lip Liner in the shade Val. I love it, it's just super creamy. So I'm taking my Urban Decay, this is the All Nighter, but this is the Summer version. It just has like a really nice little smell to it. And again, a tip with this, dry it as soon as you've sprayed it. It makes such a difference. Just try not to let go of it because I've done that a couple of times and it hurts. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the finished look. So as I say, this is just my everyday makeup tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will list all the products below. Please don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.